Let me ask you something simply but powerful. What's getting most of your time right now? What's claiming your energy? Where is your attention going? Not what you say you value, but what you actually prioritize. You see, priorities are invisible at first, but their consequences are crystal clear. In your health, in your finances, in your relationships, in your self-worth. If you ever want to know what a person truly values, don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. Watch what they give their minutes to, what they give their mornings to, what they give their money and energy and focus to. Everything affects everything else. And your life will always respond to your priorities. Now here's the tricky part. Most people aren't making bad choices on purpose. They're just not making the right ones on purpose either. They let the day run them. They respond to urgency, not importance. They fill their time with distractions, then wonder where the year went. But listen, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. And I promise you, their plan isn't going to build your dream. It's going to build theirs. That's why you've got to take back control. Not of the world, but of yourself. Your words say goals. Your calendar shows truth. Let's get honest. You say your health is a priority, but when's the last time you exercised? You say you want to be wealthy, but how much time you given to financial learning this week? You say you want peace of mind, but what are you doing to protect your environment? You say your dream matters, but what does your calendar show? See, the calendar is a mirror. It doesn't lie. It reflects back what you've chosen to care about, not just once in a while, but consistently. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Discipline begins with choosing what matters, and choosing it again and again. Life doesn't respond to intention. It responds to pattern. I meet people all the time who say, Jim, I really want to change. I have big intentions. And I say, that's great. But what are your patterns? Because your life doesn't bend to intention. It bends to consistency. You don't get what you want. You get what you repeat. Your habits shape your results. And your results reinforce your beliefs. And beliefs either push you forward or hold you back. So if your life isn't reflecting what you hope for, don't be mad at the mirror. Check your patterns. Every moment you're building your future, brick by brick, choice by choice. And your priorities, those quiet, subtle decisions, they become your life's architecture. That's why you must take them seriously. Because over time, what you feed grows. What you neglect fades. What you repeat becomes identity. You don't suddenly become successful. You prioritize like successful people do. You think like them. You show up like them. Even when nobody's watching. Even when it's inconvenient. Even when it's boring. That's how transformation begins. If your life is out of alignment, it's not because you don't care. It's because you haven't decided what to care about most. Priorities are decisions. Decisions shape actions. Actions shape identity. And identity shapes destiny. So today, not next month or next year, take a hard look at your priorities. Because what you choose today will become who you are tomorrow. Let me begin by offering you a simple test. It's not a test of talent. It's not a test of skill. It's something much deeper, much more honest. It's the mirror test. Look at your life, not your hopes, not your dreams, but your life as it is. Now ask yourself, what do I see? Do you see structure or chaos? Do you see intention or drift? Because here's the truth, and it's hard but fair. Your life is a reflection of your choices. If you want to change the reflection, you've got to change the choices. Now, I've said this many times, and it always stings a little. For things to change, you have to change. And that begins with a clear look in the mirror. You see, the mirror doesn't lie. It doesn't flatter you. It doesn't make excuses for you. It simply reflects back what is. If your health is off, that's a reflection. If your bank account is empty, that's a reflection. If your schedule is a mess, that's a reflection. Not of your intentions, but of your priorities. Because listen closely, your life is always speaking. It's always telling you what matters most by showing you what gets done. Everybody says, Jim, I really want to be better. And I say, great, but let's look at your habits, because you don't get paid for intentions. You don't grow from plans. You grow from execution, from action. If you say you want to be wealthy, but you spend more than you save, what's the real priority? If you say you want peace, but your calendar is filled with chaos, what are you really choosing? Now, I'm not judging. I've been there too. I've had to face that mirror. I've had to say, Jim, you're not living in alignment. Your words are one thing, but your actions, they tell a different story. That moment, when I got honest with myself, that's when the change began. Here's something to understand. The mirror doesn't always show the results immediately. There's a delay. You skip a workout today. You still look fine tomorrow. You overspend today. Your bank balance still works this week. You still feel okay for now. But eventually, the reflection catches up. And when it does, it's not emotional. It's not personal. It's just a report card. The mirror says, this is what you chose. Repeatedly. That's the good news. The mirror may be honest, but it's also fair. It doesn't hold grudges. It doesn't say, you'll never make it. It simply says, you've built this. You can rebuild it. So if you don't like the reflection, don't break the mirror. Don't blame the world. Don't run from it. Just change the daily choices. Change the routine. Change the priority. You change the cause, and the effect takes care of itself. Let me make this practical. I call this a mini priority checkup. Ask yourself, what's getting most of your time? What's getting most of your energy? What's getting most of your money? What's getting most of your attention? Whatever your answers are, those are your true priorities. Not the ones on your vision board. Not the ones in your journal. The ones that are real. Now let me be clear, I'm not saying your life has to be perfect. None of us are. But it does have to be aligned. Your priorities must match your vision. Your actions must reflect your values. And that alignment, that's when things start to change. Your energy comes back. Your confidence grows. Your results start improving. Why? Because you've passed the mirror test. You've stopped lying to yourself. You've started leading yourself. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals. The mirror shows you if you've been applying the fundamentals or ignoring them. And the beauty is today, you get to decide, not tomorrow. Now, let's take a moment and ask ourselves a simple question. What are you investing in right now? Because your life isn't built on luck or wishes. It's built on investments. But not just money. No, the most valuable currency you have is something you can't buy back. Time, energy, attention, these three resources, they're your most precious assets. And how you invest them determines your life's outcome. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Time is the one resource you'll never get back. Every minute ticks away, and you can never undo the moments you lose. Ask yourself, are you spending your time on what truly matters? Or are you letting it slip away unnoticed? It's easy to get caught in busy work, distractions, or endless to-dos that don't push your life forward. But remember, your future is created by the choices you make with your time today. Now, time alone isn't enough. You also need energy. Without energy, your minutes feel heavy. Your focus weakens. Your motivation fades. Energy is the spark that turns minutes into meaningful action. Are you protecting your energy? Are you feeding it with rest, nutrition, and positive habits? Or are you draining it on things that leave you tired, stressed, or overwhelmed? Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live, because your body and mind need energy to convert your time into productivity. When you guard your energy, you respect your time. The third, and perhaps most powerful, investment is attention. Where you put your attention is where your life grows. Your attention is like a spotlight. It can illuminate your goals or highlight distractions. It can focus on growth or fuel fear. It can nurture progress or magnify setbacks. Your philosophy determines whether you will go for the disciplines or continue the errors. Your philosophy, your mindset, guides your attention. Ask yourself, what am I paying attention to right now? Is it what builds me up or what tears me down? These three resources don't work alone. They work together. They are interconnected. You can have plenty of time, but if your energy is low and your attention scattered, your time will be wasted. You can have high energy but no time or attention, still no progress. And if your attention is focused but your energy is depleted and your time limited, you can't do much either. Balance these three, and you create a powerful engine for growth. Think of yourself as the CEO of your life. How would you allocate your resources if you were running a business? Would you waste your capital? Would you invest blindly? No. You'd track every dollar. You'd monitor your cash flow. You'd invest in growth. Do the same with your time, energy, and attention. Be intentional, set boundaries. Say no when necessary. Learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. Part of happiness is knowing where to invest your focus and effort. Here's how you can start right now. 1. Audit your time. Track what you do for a day or two. Where does your time really go? 2. Guard your energy. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and regular breaks. Notice when you feel most alive and plan your important work then. 3. Direct your attention. Limit distractions. Create a focused environment. Practice mindfulness to catch when your mind wanders. Each small choice compounds. Each small investment grows your life's bank account. Remember, your life is a direct result of how you invest your time, energy, and attention. If your results aren't what you want, it's not because you lack resources. It's because you haven't prioritized your investments. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Discipline means investing your greatest assets wisely. It means making daily choices that align with your vision. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, where am I investing my time, energy, and attention? Are these investments building the life I want? If not, what will I change today? Because the future doesn't happen by accident. It's built by the priorities you invest in today. Your life is a reflection, and those reflections come from your investments. Make them wisely. Let me share something with you. Something simple but often overlooked. Distractions aren't just accidents. They're decisions. Small, silent decisions. Decisions we make every day. Sometimes without realizing it. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. And distractions, they are easy. They pull us away from our priorities. They lure us into comfort and convenience. They steal time, energy, and attention without us even noticing. We live in a world filled with noise. Emails, notifications, social media, endless entertainment. Each one asks for a piece of your focus. Each one tempts you to drift away from your goals. Drifting feels harmless. Just 5 more minutes. 1 more scroll. It won't hurt this once. But here's the truth. Drifting isn't harmless. It's a slow leak. A silent thief stealing your momentum. When you drift, your priorities lose ground. Your dreams move further away. We tend to think of distractions as just time wasted. But the cost is much deeper. It's lost confidence, lost momentum, lost belief in yourself. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. But distractions break the chain. They interrupt habit. They erode motivation. Before you know it, a day turns into a week into a month, and you wonder, where did the time go? Why aren't things changing? Why do we choose distraction, even when we know better? Because distractions feel good in the moment. They give us relief from discomfort, from challenge, from discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. But discipline requires effort, and effort isn't always comfortable. So we choose ease. We choose the short-term pleasure, and we pay the long-term price. Here's the hopeful truth: you can stop drifting anytime. But you must see distractions for what they are, not just interruptions, but decisions. And once you see that, you reclaim your power. You begin saying, no, I won't let this steal my day. No, I won't sacrifice my future for a moment of comfort. No, I choose my priorities over my pleasures. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. Oh, your life plan needs focus. Your day needs boundaries. To guard against distractions, you must build boundaries. Say no to interruptions. Create time blocks for deep work. Limit your exposure to unhelpful influences. It's not about perfection. It's about protection. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Protect your attention, because what you protect, you grow. Remember, your life is a sum of many small choices. Each time you choose focus over distraction, you strengthen your character. You reinforce your priorities. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals. And avoiding distractions is a fundamental. It's the foundation of growth. So today, look at the distractions in your life. Identify them. Name them. And then decide, are these distractions worth the price? Or will you choose your future over fleeting pleasure? Because distractions are decisions. And you decide your destiny. Choose wisely. Let's pause and reflect on something profound. Your life is the result of the environment, habits, and people you surround yourself with. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a powerful truth. If your life isn't where you want it to be, maybe it's because you haven't built your life around what matters most. Building a life isn't just about cramming your schedule with tasks. It's about designing a foundation that supports your deepest priorities. Imagine your life like a house. Your priorities are the foundation, the walls, and the roof. Everything else rests on it. When your priorities are clear, your decisions become easier. Your energy flows naturally toward what matters. You avoid distractions with confidence because you know what you're building. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Those disciplines are the bricks of your foundation. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. Small habits done consistently lead to big results. Habits that honor your priorities create momentum that compounds over time. Are your habits aligned with your goals? Are they reinforcing what you want most? Or are they drifting you away? Ask yourself, do your daily routines nurture your health? Do they fuel your mind and spirit? Do they support your relationships and growth? If the answer is no, it's time to rebuild those habits. Your circle matters. It either lifts you or drags you down. If you want to raise your standards, you need to surround yourself with people who embody the qualities you seek. If you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do. Spend more time with those who challenge you, with those who inspire you, with those who remind you of your potential. The company you keep is a reflection of your priorities. Your environment is a powerful influence. It's more than your physical space. It's your digital space, your social space, your mental space. Is your environment designed to support your priorities? Or does it distract and drain you? Create spaces that promote focus and peace. Limit exposure to negativity. Fill your world with reminders of your goals. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. A part of being better is crafting an environment that encourages growth. The key to building a life around what matters most is alignment. Alignment between your values, your actions, and your priorities. When these align, life flows with purpose and ease. When they don't, you feel tension, frustration, and exhaustion. Pause today and ask yourself, are my daily actions aligned with my core values? Am I investing my time and energy in what truly matters? If not, it's time to adjust. Building a life around what matters most isn't a one-time event. It's a daily commitment. Each choice you make builds your future. Each habit you form shapes your destiny. Each relationship you nurture influences your growth. The major key to your better future is you. You hold the power to build a life that reflects your highest priorities. Start today. Design with intention. Build with purpose, because your life will only be as strong as the foundation you lay. Let's finish with a powerful truth. When your priorities align with your purpose, life transforms. There's a harmony, a flow, that changes everything. The ultimate reason for setting goals is to entice you to become the person it takes to achieve them. And that person you become. That's the power of alignment. Aligned living means your actions, your choices, your habits all flow from a clear understanding of your purpose and priorities. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, consistently. When your life is aligned, you don't feel pulled in different directions. You don't waste time on distractions. You don't suffer from guilt or regret. Instead, you move forward with clarity, confidence, and peace. When your purpose guides your priorities, you create unstoppable momentum. Every small win builds on the last. Every step forward feels purposeful. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals. Aligned living is applying those fundamentals to the core of who you are. Clarity about your purpose gives you a lens through which you view every decision. It helps you say no to good things so you can say yes to the best things. Clarity cuts through confusion. It removes overwhelm. It sets your compass. When you know what matters most, your priorities fall into place naturally. This journey isn't just about goals. It's about transformation. Because as you live aligned, you become the person who deserves the success you desire. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Alignment forces you to grow, to stretch, to rise. You don't just achieve your goals. You evolve. Aligned living is a daily practice. Every morning, remind yourself of your purpose. Every choice, check it against your priorities. Every action, ask it, does this bring me closer to the life I want? When you do, you build a life of meaning, a life that feels right, because it is right. Your life reflects your priorities, but more than that, it reflects your purpose. When priorities and purpose unite, you don't just live. You find peace and progress, joy and discipline, strength and alignment. The major key to your better future is you. So take the key, unlock your potential, live aligned, because that's where success, happiness, and fulfillment meet. Thank you for taking this journey through your priorities and purpose. Your best life awaits.